Microsoft Power BI is a powerful data modeling and visualization tool. If you're a developer taking your first look at Power BI, here are the first 3 steps on your journey from data zero to data hero.
Firstly, you need the right tools. So download and install Microsoft Power BI Desktop. Install the app from the Microsoft Store if you're a Windows user. This version will automatically update itself, which is super useful as Microsoft release new updates and features most months. Alternatively, you can download Power BI Desktop from the Microsoft website and install it from there. Unfortunately, Power BI Desktop isn't available directly for macOS, so you'll need a slightly different solution. Our favourite option is Microsoft's Windows 365 Business Cloud PC. This gives you a remote Windows PC that you can access from any device through a web browser or the Microsoft Remote Desktop Client available for iOS and macOS. Alternatively, a virtual machine like Parallels Desktop could also work, or you could use a remote desktop session into another Windows computer. The nice thing is, though, you don't need a license to use Power BI Desktop, so you can play and experiment without any upfront investment, whether you're using Windows or a Mac. Okay, so you're ready to go. Now, of course, every dashboard needs data, so the next step is to go and get some. The great thing about Power BI is that it connects directly to your data sources through built-in connectors. There are connectors for almost every data source imaginable, ready to go out of the box. But let's face it, every organization holds some key information in a spreadsheet, so let's start with that. It's such a common choice, it's even got its own button on the main menu in Power BI. So let's connect to our first spreadsheet. Click on Excel Workbook in that menu at the top. Select the file path to your spreadsheet, and then you'll see this screen with any sheets in your Excel file listed on the left-hand side. You simply select the sheet you want, and you'll see a preview of the data that's included. Press load, wait a few seconds, and voila, you're connected. All the columns in that spreadsheet are now available to use in your Power BI report. Better yet, now you've made this connection, you can refresh your data at the push of a button at any time. And once you publish a report, you can even automate that process, so you never have to manually download and import data again. Okay, so we're going to take our sales data and show it on a bar chart now. All your standard visuals in Power BI can be found here, and we're going to pick the bar chart option. We're going to drag our sales figure field into it like this. And what we then want to do is split that big number into months. And we're going to do that by dragging our month field into the mix as well, just like this. The last thing we want to do is then whittle that down so we're only looking at the current calendar year. And we're going to use something called a relative date filter to do that. So we're dragging our month end field in and we're picking relative date and saying that we only want figures in this year. And as you can see, that changes on the visual as we go along. So in 3 simple steps and literally a few seconds, we have our first visual. And it's already far more interesting than a spreadsheet that's arriving in your colleague's inbox.
With Power BI Desktop, you can experiment and learn as you go. So you can try connecting to different data sources. You can explore the variety of visualizations, and you can experiment with ways to chop up your data. You'll be amazed how fast you can pull together a really slick report. One last tip, less is definitely more. The best dashboards are easy to understand, they're simple, and they're devoid of unnecessary noise. When you're choosing what and how to present your data, discernment and restraint are really your watchwords. Don't get carried away with all the options. But remember, Power BI is just a tool. Success lies in the execution. Getting the most from Power BI requires quality thinking, a good understanding of what you need to know, and a plan for your data, as well as the technical skills to put it all into practice. Why not explore your ideas with us? We're here to help. If you want to explore how you can implement Power BI in a way that adds real value to your organization, book a 1-hour free consultation with a Power BI expert here.